619. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see if everything looks good. Waiting for mobile stream to begin. Should be live. It should be good to go. Shrink the chat to the corner so I can see my face at least a little bit. Okay. I think we're good. I gotta move all this over a little bit. But we can get going. Hello, Goon. Hello, Juicy. Oh, getting right off work. Yeah, I haven't built anything since last time. We're starting Instruction Manual 2. How you doing, Jurassic? And we are bumping on. So as you can see from the instruction manual, we are clicking on to the inside, which is fun, which also means I don't know which figure we're going to get. But I'm kind of hoping that sooner than later we get King Aragorn, because that's the figure I want to see the most. But we don't get anything in bag 13. Saw this in person yesterday. I was blown away, man. I'm just so excited to see it done. The wall, you see it next to me, is huge. Actually, gigantic. Yeah, let me hold on. Let me push the whole table a little bit closer to you. Move myself a little closer so you, because I'm just realizing you can see my feet and stuff from the stream. Let's make sure it looks all good. Yeah, it's really good. You see the whole table. I'm gonna sell my Pokemon cards to fund it. That's good. That's a good idea, especially if you're not really into Pokemon. I have a bunch of Pokemon cards to sell. I need to go to like one of those local like card shops and sell them because I'm not really feeling. Oh, I need to go into this bag, and I need these two of these long. Oh, did I not even open this one yet? Two, one, and one, three of these. Three of these bigger plates. Interesting. Mine is in the mail. Nice. Speaking of in the mail, I'm finally able to. I finally was able to order the Project Hail Mary, so that's coming in the mail soon. That's gonna be fun. How you doing, Shane? How you doing, Freddie? Hey, any tips for Lego YouTubers? I'm from Brazil, trying to create content. Um, the two things I like to tell people is like one, I say your best chance is to like put your face out there and like give a little like it's very hard to get people to love you and know who you are if you don't have a face to the name. A couple of them can work it out, but if you think of like the top Lego YouTubers, all of them have had face reveals. Um, but for what else? Consistency. Your first few videos are not going to do well. And even I realize that if you go to my channel, you see like my first few videos didn't really do great, and I took a break. When in reality, I should have just kept going, and I would be bigger than I was today if I didn't take like a 6 month break after the first like 10 videos. It's like, yeah, I've had a consistent streak, and I've been pretty good at keeping tally on everything and making things work because I'm always here, always around. People know me because they don't forget me between videos. My face will always show up um, when I appear, so that's fun. Do you know about the ATOT dropship build with the R2 and the ATTE? Yes. Oh no, not the ATTE and the R2. I've seen just the R2 turn into the dropship. You can do an ATOT and what's it called? That sounds really cool. Yeah, send me that either Instagram or Discord or whatever. How's how you doing, Critical? We are doing good. Just getting started on the new next bag of Minas Tirtih. Let me crack open the Celsius. It's the last one. I get more coming in the mail tomorrow, so hopefully they actually show up because they have a Walmart said they'd ship tomorrow because there's a pina colada flavor pack that I really like, and I'm like, ooh, I'll get that instead of getting one today. I'm in my Snoopy doghouse Lego building. Oh, yup. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. I'm debating to getting my mom one. I think I will. I'm just gonna wait for like GWPs or something else. So that'll be fun. Just so I can get myself a little something alongside getting my mom a fun gift for her. Because I know the moment I sent her it, she's like, "Oh my god, that's adorable." I'm like, "Oh yeah." Her birthday? No, her birthday's in March, so I'll get it sometime down the line. She doesn't have to wait that long for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah, I should have did this the other day. I completely forgot. Um, I have fans on the ceiling in here, and I didn't have the ceiling fans on last time I streamed, and I was getting hot in here, and I'm like, why did I not kick up the fans? Actually, I can kick up the fan a little bit hotter or higher than they are right now. Turn up the nudge. The one thing that's funny is these fans go so fast that you can actually hear them, and I'm not. Don't need that. Just let them go. Which lava castle is cooler, Vader's castle or Barad-dûr? Probably Barad-dûr. The whole eye, that's the big thing. And is there a monster in the backrooms? Yeah, there's still life and the entity. Shout out Kane Pixels. That movie went crazy. Bum 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 bum. Finished my original Cloud City, not a single figure piece is damaged. Sheesh. That's fun. It's hard. Like, yeah, never. I'm never getting that Cloud City. I never did when it was cheap, and I never will when it's expensive. Yeah, there was opportunities in the past to get that set for less than like $500. That set only soared in price after the pandemic. When I was getting back into Lego, I like sit there and I look back and I'm like, dude, Cloud City Boba Fett's were like 150, $200. They were so cheap. And I was just like, I don't like it though. It's not a great figure. Now I'm just like, dude, I should have just bought all of them and made a ton of money on profit. Same thing with Finch Dallo. Figure was like $300 when I first found out about it. Now it's something thousand. Are you gonna buy the Tidarium shuttle? Yes, I will be buying a shuttle. The Imperial shuttle is my favorite Lego Star Wars ship, and I'm very curious on if I think it's going to be the best one they've they've ever made. I think it's that Imperial shuttle, the one that's coming out, is either second place or first place for best. So I'm very much excited to see it, build it. The figures look fun, at least the exclusive ones. And new Moff Gideon head. Can you see how far you are on the set? We built the whole, you can kind of see it. I'll move it a little bit over. Built the whole front part over here. Whole front part. And now we are starting instruction manual 2. We're on bag 13 and we're starting what is going to be the inside of that. So this whole thing is going to sit inside, I think. Which age rating is the backrooms? It's rated R. Rated R horror movies. Mainly there for like the blood and the cursing, which fair. I would curse that much too if I went in the back rooms. Do you watch soccer? I do not. Do not. Been watching basketball. I'm excited for the finals tonight. The Spurs and the Knicks are going to put on one heck of a series. Until like the last 2 minutes, that game was up in the air for game one. So I'm excited to see how game two plays out. Spurs or Thunder tonight? It's the Knicks. Spurs or Knicks. It's not the Thunder. um, I think the what's it called? I think I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they figured something out because I think it could go 1-1 tonight. But if there's a if the Knicks win a second in a row, that's not looking too good for the Spurs. I'll be honest with that. Which page are you on? I'm on 74. Um, Instruction booklet 2, page 13. So that's where we're at here. Oh, yes, that was what I needed to check. I gotta grab the other instruction manual because I realized I knocked off like this little flaming cauldron thing and I have no idea where it goes. So I need to figure out where it goes in the back here. Flaming cauldron's on the top over here. Gotcha. Could have looked around and noticed that. Hold on. Oh, I flipped it upside down. That makes more sense. It's supposed to be like this. Little flaming cauldron at the top of the tower. Boom. Okay. Back in business. Put that back down on the ground and then. Could you imagine a UCS Republic shuttle? Not really. It would be very fun. It would be a very fun set to get, though. I would like that. Andrew, you and I have the same name. The year I was born, I think it was like like third or fourth most popular name in the country. 2000. It's still a very popular name. I once grew up in school and school. Why did I say it like that? When I was in school, there was other Andrews in the class, so they always had me go by my initials. And then there was one year where we couldn't even go by the initials anymore, and we had to write our full name out because like two Andrews in the class had the same first initial of their last name. And so then they were just like, "Oh, okay, all the Andrews spell your name out fully on the paper." And that helped because once you go to like middle school, they want you to put your first name, your full name, instead of just your Andrew on the paper. So it helped me get used to that pretty fast. Yeah, Andrew's pretty common around these parts. How about a UCS a Jedi Interceptor? Was that not rumored to be happening next year? I thought someone said that like next year or the year after, there's like rumors that that will be one of the ones that comes out. I'm pretty sure like even if it's not like official or like I'm just hearing it from somebody who lied to me, you know what I mean? Jedi Interceptor feels like something that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like it's almost guaranteed a UCS Interceptor will be down the line at some point or another. I miss oh, this piece goes here. Where's this 1x4 go? Will you buy the Sagrada Familia? No, I will not. Set's cool though. I said it. I'm like in my video. I'm like the set is really freaking cool. Will I buy it? No. I also don't really care about like getting a shirt. You know what I mean? But now we're plating down the whole ground. This is always like the most satisfying part when you build something. Just immediately like plating it off and doing the floor, and you realize you're like, I got this shape down. I have pictures somewhere of like my last Brick World Chicago map where I built a whole crazy thing for it. Boom. Built a whole like village with like a ground and a waterfall out the back. When should I buy the UCS sale barge? You should have bought it the other week. 2 times VIP points on the May the 4th should have been your time to do it. The last time I'll say is Black Friday. Black Friday might have like a 4 times the same thing, like 4 times VIP points, or it might cut it down 25%. If they cut it, honestly, does Timu have a good deal on it? Because I saw one of my friends got it from Timu, and he got it for a decent price. Also, that was the fastest bag we built on this set. How long have we been streaming? Normally, it takes me way longer than 12 minutes to do a bag, but here we go. On to bag 14. Oh, yeah, I think that's fine. From Building Minas Tirith? Yes, sir. Yep, Minas Tirith. You just said it. The new Lord of the Rings monster of a set. I'm starting to have bags just fill the floor next to me. Ooh, printed pieces arriving. Yo, I'm gonna show the camera. These 1x2s with like a little tile on them are very pretty. I like this. Very nice. I'm on bag 30 or something. My friend gave me a BTS Vendor for the birthday. He's not in a Lego. He got no room to build it. Man, that happens, man. Like that's like the biggest Lego problem ever. Like I had to figure out and move things around pretty decently to figure out where to put this thing. Because Minas Tirith, Rivendell's my favorite set of all time. I'm not the hugest Lord of the Rings fan. I like the series. I need to rewatch the movies. Currently, like when you look at Star Wars, I have like 5 of those movies in my top 50 of all time. I only ever turned to King in my like favorite movies ever. But I think I'll like more on rewatch. But because I haven't watched him for like 2 years. But dude, I'm like everything I'm seeing. Like when I saw this, I was like, dude, this like this reminds me of like the Shire didn't give me the energy that Rivendell gave me. Barad-dûr's just too tall. I love it, but I just have literally no places for it. I might buy Barad-dûr before it retires and like keep it in the attic or something for the one day I can eventually build it and put it somewhere. But this set, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. And the fact that it had a flat back was like the nicest realization ever. I was like, I can fit it. It'll be hanging off the front and the tip of the tower from the place I want to put it. I have to take off, I think, this much of the tower to fit it where I want to put it. But otherwise, pretty good. Plus the day one GWP. Big Grand. Big Grand. That was a great gift with purchase. UCS Vendor is my favorite set. Went on M&R and got the printed pieces. Oh, yeah. The printed pieces for that are very cool. I do think that was a great like thing for people to make and do for the fans. Okay, this connects in up like that. Yep. Oop. Gonna have to move like everything over. You go over there, you go over there, and I'll kind of build it sideways. Because this thing's gonna get big. Underrated YouTuber? I don't. Do you guys think I'm underrated? To be fair, 30,000 subscribers is nothing to scoff at. That's why I'm like, no, I think I'm doing well. Right now, I'm working on making my long form videos better. And when my long form, like some of my long form videos, like the most hated minifigure video, that was pretty good. I'm gonna do some rankings soon. I'm like, that's when I think once those videos get cracking and get better, then I'll say I'm underrated. But I think I'm properly rated right now. When was the snail tank from Lego? Are you thinking of the snail tank? God, that sounds familiar. I don't know. That was an idea set, right? A couple years back now. You're a great YouTuber and love your content. Appreciate that. Would you buy a Death Star with like the Jedi Temple with a slice? Ooh, a Jedi Temple. Honestly, yeah, I like that idea because with the Jedi Temple, that's a slice. You can keep the top of it as the council and do like half of the council, and then like below it is like maybe one of the hallways or something, and then below that, because here, yeah, ooh, ooh, that's really cool. Now that you say that, the slice would be a really cool way to do the Jedi Temple. Because yeah, now that you're saying it, the the idea of doing like the bottom as the library and then above it maybe some of the like the hallway and like have like a meditation room and like the training room and like Yoda's little room that they always visit, and then above that is the actual, what's it called, and just have it built up like that, like that could work. That could be very cool. I mess with that vision. I'm surprised no one's done that. Ooh, love you, Andrew, more than all of you. Honestly, Juicy, I believe it. Completely believe it. Oh, I just remembered my idea. Alternate building the Jedi Temple from the new biggest set. I don't know if the pieces from Sagrada Familia would make a good Jedi Temple. That's an interesting thought. Where am I? I'm in my living room. Nice white walls in the corner. What's your thoughts on the BAM scandal? I've posted a couple shorts. Dude, my short on TikTok. Oh, oh. I'm happy because hey, if my TikTok continues to grow, then soon I'll be able to make money. The greed is talking when I'm like, TikTok went viral. I hate TikTok so much, dude. TikTok is so bad of a platform. But I'm like, I post on there just because I like record on there. Um, like they have the best editing for like short form content there is, and there's no real way around it. But the algorithm and the feeds are just terrible. But um, yeah, with the BAM situation, I'm getting a little off track. Dude, it's actually insane how horrible they have bricks and minifigures has treated this whole situation. It's so easy to fix, man. They literally like there's such a small like it doesn't seem hard to to fix it. You know what I mean? Bam literally only needed to just like someone said something, I don't know how true it is, that Bam is like a company that's made like that is in like the tens to 20 million dollars in total. Like their company's huge. It's so easy to just give the money back. Like they already paid him some of it. So you don't even need to pay a whole $200,000 right now. You have to pay like 180 or less. You know what I mean? And like seriously, like it's so easy to fix it, and then they just consistently rolled down, rolled down, rolled down. They think they're just gonna beat them in the long run, and it's not gonna happen. They're so cooked. I'll never be going to literally right before this drama, I went to a bricks and minifigures and bought like two figures because I knew it was like around like the before the May the 4th or whatever, and they had a bunch of superhero stuff, and they were like the same price as Bricklink. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna buy them here. Nope. No, I'm not gonna be doing that. But yes, to the people who just popped in, um, we're building Minas Tirith. I'm on bag 14. We're on page 23 of that instruction manual. Please read your comment about the snail tank. You said something about the snail tank. I actually do not know. I know you're talking about the ideas set, and I said I'm like I do not know the info on that. I wish I did because I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't know what year it came out. Franchise company, bad record keeping, sold all the products. It's a mess. Yes, totally. Yeah, it just sucks because it's like the people at my local bricks and minifigures seem pretty cool. I've had a bad experience there once. Actually, in the most recent time I was there, like a guy got mad at me for being there like a little before close. Like you know your door is going to be open for the next 25 minutes. Why are you mad at me walking in at 7:30 when your store closes at 8? You know what I mean? Like he gave me an attitude a little bit. I was just like, whatever. I'm just putting my stuff and going. But still, it's like I was in and out. I was in and out. I kept, but I'm from Europe, and the whole BAM thing is so stupid to me. How can there be so many leaks in the law? Seems unbelievable to me. It's just America. America's been so corrupt for so long. I don't like talking about politics because it just pisses me off. But I'm just like I'm so the work like the job market and stuff is so bad in America that I had to put my foot to the gas and make my own job doing Lego YouTube. Like I'm a college graduate and I still couldn't properly find a job in my field. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna have fun with it. And guess what? Low key got the best job I could ever ask for. Thank you all for showing up. I wish you got more sets for new Lego Batman game, dude. Uh, yeah, dude. I wish You could get the Nightwing, the thing, the that, the Poison Ivy figure, the Mr. Freeze figure. They're all so freaking cool, man. I'm taking the Joy Drink from Revenge of the Drives on the Water. Yeah. Oh. When was the last one of that? You're talking about the Corporate Alliance tank. My bad. You called it the snail tank. I thought you were talking about like a snail and a fish tank. Um, Last Corporate Alliance tank was. Do we have two or three of those? I know for sure we three of them. 2013 or 2012 came with Django Fett. It's been a while. Before that, they had one about 2009, 2010 that came with two of the Jetpack Troopers. And then they had the orange one from 2005. So 2013 or 2012. Yep. It's just referred to as a third tank. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sorry, I didn't understand it. Bricks and Minifigures is your only Lego store? How am I supposed to go now? Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Are smart bricks getting better? Yes, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, kind of. In like the smallest sense of it, yeah, I guess it's getting better, but I still wouldn't say they're great. Like Pokemon is a much better use for it. And the fact that the Pokemon still look good without the smart brick is fun. But yeah, a little rough. Do I have Golden Batman? Yeah. I bought all the sets. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done like the Capital One or whatever, but Lego they had a thing on the Lego website where if you spent $100 on the Lego website, you got $50 back in like gift cards. So I bought uh the two of the cars and then the the Batman logo during that time. So the Batman logo is pretty cool. I think it's the best of the logos that they've released because it has that like a bunch of Easter eggs on the greebling and stuff, and it has the inside where you can put the figure. Where did I just put that? I have one extra little stud that needs to go there, and I do not have. Oh, there. Do you have a clone army? Yeah. Oh, actually, it's really funny. I posted a short not too long ago because before the new battle pack retires, I'm talking about the one that came with the the three supers, three normals, two shocks, or whatever, or shock trooper, two battle droid. I'm planning on buying because it's the cheapest you'll ever get to be able to make an army of plain white P1s. And I bought 50 of them recently. So I had a couple battle packs in that. So I got up to 50 and I'm planning to get 100 before that happens. But I have like 20, 30 of the old one, regular P1 from like like the original Clone Wars days. Now I got a couple other random ones. Um, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun clone army building. I think I'm up to like 250 clones in total, but like there's like 60 unique clones in Star Wars, and I have like one of each, but like a handful that are off. None of the most expensive ones. Other than the that fox, which I don't really count in my own head canon. That white circle-less fox is like a dumb one to be like, yep, I don't count. What's your degree out of curiosity? I went for it's a communications degree. I went for film because, like, hey, I like the YouTube. I like making videos. I like doing stuff, and I worked in a studio for a little bit. We did podcasts, we did social media stuff, um, and like we filmed it. So I wasn't like in front of the camera. I was behind the camera, and we did a bunch of stuff like that. And I just like one day they just texted me out of the blue, "Hey, we can't do this anymore. We're selling the studio. Just bring your keys and put it back." And I was devastated. I was like, dude, I was finally getting a job and something I liked. And then I had to go back to working at the restaurant. And I was just like, "Ugh, that sucked." So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, where am I gonna do? And that's when, like, shortly after that is when I picked up the YouTube and said, like, I know YouTube enough because before this, I had I had two channels. One I had made memes and stuff on like far in the past. Made a bunch of memes. Went That was the first time I ever went viral. If you've heard that the sound clip of like the oh he needs some milk. I was one of the first people that like took that sound clip and made memes. I made millions of views on YouTube doing that at like 15. Um, and then after that, when that because that didn't work out for too long, I did reaction videos, which some people on this channel still remember me from the videos, which is like one of the craziest things because I swapped over from that channel and I did like anime content and stuff. Didn't really work out, but I kind of knew the algorithm enough. And like, what do I know the most? Not anime, not reactions, not memes, Lego. So when I started the Lego channel, of course, it just phew, took off. Took a minute, but hey, in the first year on my channel, I made 100 million views. That's insane. I don't know many people who can say that. But yes, let me catch up on some of the comments. Hello, this is sick. Appreciate it. Please read my comment about the Super MTT set above. Could you imagine Super MTT version of MTT from the Clone Wars? Yeah, that would be really cool. I did like that. Like especially like a UCS MTT where it can deploy to 30 clones. I've seen that from what's his name? Who's the guy who's did that? Brickfault. Brickfault made a crazy one. Who do you like more, Cody or Rex? I like Rex more. What do you rate the Mandalorian and Grogu movie out of 10? I give it a 7. Kind of wish they did a little bit more interesting, but I still thought it was enjoyable. It was kind of a couple funny moments, and I really liked the Coliseum scene. I love the big aliens. I love how much they used aliens in that movie. Um, we need a new snail tank. Yep. Our smart pick's getting better. Do you have a clone army? Did you see that major supplier of BAM stores and suppliers, custom figures? No, I just find them. No, I did not. That's a cool new interest. I still think that local BAMs are nothing to do with the whole situation. Yeah, that's true, but it's kind of one of those things that's like because the corporate is involved, every BAM is given a like a percentage to corporate, so you're technically helping the people that suck, um, going to anything. Um, do you think Captain Fox is the worst? The worst. I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's the greatest. He's one of the weaker ones for me. Not my favorite. Like I like Gree better, Fordo, Cody, Wolf especially. Wolf is probably number 2 behind Rex for me. Remember the CIS Super MTT in it as a model? Yeah, that would be cool. I know which one you're talking about. I think someone made an alt build in the new one as like a for what's it called? You picking up the new AT-AT Walker when it comes out? Yeah. So the whole thing is that I want to pick up some of the Pokemon sets on August 1st. Because the Pokemon you get that cute little build with the Squirtle, that GWP. Really want that. That's a cute little GWP, and I wanted the Umbreon and Garchomp set. So I'm gonna get some of the Pokemon sets, but what the real question is, how much of them am I gonna like? Is it like any sets get to it, or is it just a Pokemon sets to get to that GWP cost? Because depending on if it's just you can just get any sets and then get the Pokemon GWP, then I'm gonna buy the AT-AT Day One immediately. If not, I'll probably buy it a little bit down the line and just get Pokemon sets so I can get GWP. It's not like I can like it's just a case of like how much money am I gonna spend day one on the new Lego stuff? Don't want to break the bank. How much money have you spent on Lego? Too much. Too much. Over my life, I bought probably like 300, 400 sets. So put that into perspective, if you will. Do you think we will get any battle pack type things or smaller for Lord of the Rings? I talked to one of the leakers that I know. He said something along the lines of like, I know Lord of the Rings is doing very popular, but because all the big sets are selling so well, he said he's like, I don't think they'll make any set smaller than the Sauron helmet. He's like, you'll probably get more in like the $100 range, but I don't think you'll get more in the bigger range. But that's just him just theorizing based on what he knows. So no, probably not, which is sad because I love I love for small Lord of the Rings. I really like Gron, dude. Gron is great, and if you could buy this for 20 bucks or something, 30 bucks, I would recommend it big time. Like, that's great play feature. Boom, boom, boom. But do you think that is a Star Wars what if show? It would be great. It's called The Visions. Or no, what if? What if, yeah, it's not Visions. Visions is like its own thing. People can make whatever story they want. What if Star Wars could be pretty cool, but if they direct it and do it like what if what's it called? There like the Marvel one, I don't think it'll be good because the Marvel one isn't good. What if could have been fantastic, but yeah, not not for me. Not something I'm interested in. Would you buy a giant Sauron based off the opening of Lord of the Rings game? Yeah, that would be cool. I know that would be cool. That would be a fun one. Very much like that. I know that would. I thought about that because recently I found out. So Lord of the Rings, Lego Lord of the Rings is not on Xbox, but because I have the Xbox 360 disc, I was able to download it and play like the first two levels recently. And I saw that big Sauron, and I was just like, "That is so cool. Why was this never made as a set?" But you're bringing it up right now. Shows that people remember that and think that that's really cool. Because Sauron was a giant in the beginning of Lord of the Rings. This goes. Just doing the whole floor design right now. What major Lord of the Rings set should they do next? There's a couple options. My option, just because I think it's the one, like the part of Lord of the Rings that I kind of like the most, Helm's Deep. That's my option. But I know there's probably some Lord of the Rings fans who can bring up something a little bit better. Um, because to be fair, Helm's Deep is like a walkway in a big wall. You know what I mean? Like there's probably cooler things you can do. Where am I? The back rooms. No, my living room. I just don't really build in here because normally at times like this, or well, like if I want to stream later in the day, I have to do it elsewhere because like my dad will be he'll try to be watching his games and stuff, and I don't really want to interrupt him and tell him get out. Sorry, I need to work, father. I need to build my Lego set, and you need to go in the other room. Really want new help. See, look, it's a great idea. What's a big fig character from any game you wish Lego would make physically? Which big fig do I want the most? Not so. The first thing that comes to mind, because most of the big figs, like I'm thinking, like, oh, you can get a new Bane, but I already have the Bane big fig. I'm not really itching for another one so fast. The big one I'm thinking of is animals. I want the Star Wars animals from the Geonosis Arena, but also like a bantha. Come on, you can't lie. Bantha would be really cool as a Lego molded creature. But what other ones would be sick? I'm trying to think. Big figures, big figures. What characters? Free and his peak. Yes, sir. Free and shirt recognize. Yeah, anytime I wear an anime shirt, it gets people to pop. They're like, "Yo, I know that show. It's so good." I need to watch season two. I haven't watched like any anime in the last who knows how long. Really need to get on that. Do, do, do. But yeah, picked up a Bane for $20 Canadian. No transparent pipes. That's good. That's good. The pipes are expensive though. But still, like you could figure out other pieces that work for the pipes and stuff. 20 bucks for Bane is still really good. That's a W pickup indeed. Um yes, what was I saying? Big fig. What big fig would I want the most? Which character deserves a big fig? Absolute Batman would go hard. I would like an absolute Batman big fig. That would be really fun to look at and see how it turned out. That goes there, that goes there, goes there. Love your videos. Appreciate it, man. And we are just about done with this bag. There's a 1 by 2 by 3 that is somewhere, that should be somewhere that isn't. Hmm. No, it's definitely belongs underneath somewhere. Probably here. Hold it together. That makes sense. Alrighty. Done with that bag. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before we hop onto a bag 15. We're on good pace today. Right. Hopefully, I didn't lose too many of y'all with that. All right, let's see what the chat said when I was gone. Oh, yep. And I see plastic bags. Yeah, so one of my friends pointed it out. He said, so this set had plastic bags. Every bag is plastic. Why? Because if you had the whitest Lego set ever and the white paper bags, Lego was going to get so many complaints about missing pieces when in reality they were just stuck in the bag. So they said, we'll go back to plastic for this one just to prevent the annoyance of that. And I'm like, yo, that is probably correct. I wish they knew made a new Clayface fig. Yeah. Clayface is one of those figures they had years to make and then just never did. I don't know why. Right, this bag's gonna take a minute and clean all these pieces. Anything else? Just a bag. No figures so far. I don't know if there's another figure for the rest of the bag. The box. Yeah, Clayface should have gotten a figure so bad, man. Okay. One, two, and three. Beautiful. What set are you building? Minas Tirith, the biggest Lord of the Rings set ever. And it's pretty dang cool. Deadpool should get a figure. He technically has three. They're just, yeah. I ended up getting the set with Deadpool as a kid. And that was one of the last sets I got before my parents did that. Uh, or I had my like Lego Dark era. So my parents bought me got me that set, the little helicopter, because a Wolverine was in it. And man, that that was cool. Deadpool wasn't even my favorite part of that set as a kid. It was Wolverine. Wolverine was the set. I was like, Deadpool's really cool. I always liked him more than Magneto because the swords on his back and stuff. But man, that set was something else. And I still like I rebuilt that helicopter not too long ago because I was like, oh dang, they dropped that. Hold on. Not live. Hate that my screen goes a little live. How you doing, Steelu? Steela? Boom. And then this goes. Oh, got the doorway. Really want a big Rat of the Hut? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Rat of the Hut kind of. He should have been in the new, like, one of the sets, at the very least. I think that's like one of the biggest things they missed from the new Mandalorian and Grogu sets. Cowboy Deadpool is my favorite Deadpool thing. It's the I always say I'm like I never really cared for that one too much because Cowboy Deadpool like the figure is very basic. I prefer Deadpool Duck and I own Deadpool Duck. Um just because the head mold is so goofy. Like we should have gotten a Howard the Duck figure too. Like that's another one that like they missed out on. But getting like Deadpool Duck, that's a fun goofy one. So sure, yeah. But yeah, Cowboy Deadpool. It's a good figure. It's just not one of my favorites. Like especially when it comes to like some of the Comic Con figures are kind of lame when you put them into perspective. Did you see the put crazy hamburger and Legacy in the Batman? Crazy hamburger. No, I noticed that they put in. I really am liking the way they did the lore and Legacy of the Batman because like it's like how are you going to include Kite Man? Oh, make it so Poison Ivy poisons him and puts him in like a love spell before you meet Poison Ivy. So it's like he's like just a stepping stool to a bigger villain. He's not like a main villain of an arc. Because why the heck would he be a main villain? Same thing with Condiment King. That man was just a villain of the inch. He got hit like one punch and he was gone. I did not see hamburger, crazy hamburger. I don't know. Tonight might be the first night I don't play any Legacy the Dark Knight after stream. So I need to make a video tonight. But then I'm gonna be playing a bunch of Fortnite. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go turn my TV on and start my download of Fortnite because my friend's gonna be waiting for me if I forgot. But yes, what's it called? Um, yeah, Fortnite's got a new season. SDCP Symbiote Spider-Man. It's lame. Totally lame figure, dude. Only to white eyes. Like there's, I still can't believe that that's the only symbiote Spider-Man. I've made like custom Spider-Man look better with just the pieces that exist. But yeah, give me one moment. Be back. My bad. Fortnite season ends tonight. So there's one more day and then it's tomorrow. It's not today. Y'all love your videos. They make my day. Appreciate that. If you erase Magneto's face in the Mighty Micros, you have a cartoony but still decent symbiote Spider-Man custom. Hmm. I gotta think about what the best custom is for symbiote Spider-Man. Because I used one of the black mask face for Spider-Man on the one that I did. Because just any Venom torso worked. I'm curious if like the new Venoms work better. Can I show my huge build? You can show it in the Discord or like the community tab on the channel. Oh yeah, forgot the little, what's it called? Little fire sits in between. Boom. But yeah, there's some. Do you have any hot takes about Lego Star Wars? I don't think what's it called? The what's the name of them? The helmet holes are as bad as people say. I think people think they're like the worst thing ever, and I'm like, I genuinely do not care. Like they're not great, but I don't think there's so many people that act like it's the worst thing to ever happen to Lego Star Wars, and I'm like, no, far from it. I'd much prefer the helmet holes than not having the place for accessories in the first place, like they did for years in the past. I think it's better to have the option than the way they did to Captain Rex in the past, where he had no antenna. Like, what? That's so much more egregious than Having a helmet hole for him to put the attachment. Wastegapes are a bigger issue. Yeah, but some of them I don't even think are like the worst. Like I think, yeah, like it's funny how people like brought it up on like the snow troopers and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I guess they could be better if you put wastegapes on them, but they're never really my biggest thing. Can I ask a serious question? Depends, but sure. To be fair, at the end of the day, I am a Lego YouTuber. I bring up that quote about what's it called? I like some of the Gaga songs. What does she know about cameras? See, I'm not answering that. I'm a Lego channel. There's kids around, man. I know my platform. Treat it right. Attempt to at least. He said serious question and asked some nonsense. Oh, interesting. Little design thing using the tire part, the thing that goes around the tires. Nice. It's a decent piece to make a cool archway. Very nice. I like that. What if Lego made a Dragon Ball line like Sonic and One Piece got? Apparently, there's a UCS set. I don't know if it's a UCS set. I think it's just a set, and it's Shenron. And I'm excited to see if it comes with figures. I really hope it comes with figures, because man, oh man, freaking better. Oh yeah, didn't require one of these. Yeah, so we're getting Dragon Ball, and I'm glad. I'm very excited. Do you see the leak of like Hello Kitty? Low key would get one of those figures because Hello Kitty is iconic, and then being able to put it like I bought one of the Bluey sets because putting Bluey, like just having a Bluey figure is pretty funny to me. I never watched the show. My siblings are too old to have watched the show. But Bluey's an icon, and it's kind of the same way I think about it, where it's like some of these icons deserve Lego figures, and I really like that. Lego Junkrat hair is low key some good substitute. I think they're gonna make specific hair molds, right? Like they'd have to. Also, I'm not sure if the figures will be Super Saiyan mode or not. Would you prefer them to be Super Saiyan or on their own? I kind of think it would be better for them to release the only Goku figure ever, if there is only one Goku figure ever, as just a normal Goku. You know, I think it would be kind of bad if it wasn't. Brick. How would you feel about a whole minifigure Bionicle series? I'd get them. I think that would be pretty dang cool. I think it would look cool. Okay, yep, two more, one by four. Probably just come with alternate heads like the Spider-Man CMF series. That would be really good. I would really like that. Alternate heads and hair of them screaming. Then at that point, low key, I would try to buy extra of the Goku and like Vegeta bodies. Those would be the figures, right? Like if Shenron was to come with only two figures, it would be Goku and Vegeta. It would be crazy if they just dropped it with just Goku. You know what I mean? Or no figures at all. There's no way there's not figures. There's gotta be figures. But it would be Goku and Vegeta, right? Or would there be any other ones that like should be in the first two? Putting them all down. but that's not what I do. You know how Lego did the snowtrooper helmet molds? Like it's a cloth. I think Lego should have done the same with the Collecting Marines because it's more accurate. Fair enough. Spoink, what do you mean by that? Building Lego right now? Heck yep. That's the way you gotta do it. Join the stream, build some Lego. So many people build along. Never really thought of it. Like how many people wouldn't be just like playing games or whatever while I'm building. They're like, oh yeah, we're building Lego as well. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. And then that goes there. Click on tall piece. Dang, we're zooming today, man. Probably the fastest I've built things in a while. I'm king of the slow builders. I'm low key getting back into Lego recently by building mechs from Unbreakable or just some parts for a pain one. That's cool. Should try to make like the power armor suit from like the new Superman trailers and stuff for Lex Luthor. That'd be pretty cool. I think it could be cool. It's interesting. So does this whole? Let me see. Where do I have like little holes in the side somewhere to fit? Oh no way, dude. Is that how big this thing is? Hold on. Let me finish this up and I'm going to show you where this goes. This freaking set is massive. Oh my god. Moving it around should be easy considering it can be like pop off into so many parts. But good god, man. Gotta build two of these. This set could be one of my favorite sets of all time when it's done. This is insane. I don't know whether to get the new Imperial Shuttle or the older one. I need help. Honestly, I'd say wait till reviews. Wait till the reviews come out because the chance of the matter is the old, like the Imperial shuttles, might drop in price a little bit because people aren't buying them so much. They'll be buying the new ones. So, like, me, I'm going to be getting the new one, but I have the old like 2014, 2015 one that everyone loves. And it's a very good Imperial shuttle, in my opinion. So I'm like, will it beat the new one? We'll see. I'm going to do them a side by side when I get it, make a review or whatever, talk about if it's better than that other one that I love so much. We'll see from there. But yeah, I'd say honestly, wait, because right now it I don't know which one's going to be the better model because both are looking to be pretty good. Also, hype man, appreciate that. Keep up the good content. I try, man. I try. So some of my friends were telling me they're like your recent videos have been really good, and I'm just like, I'm glad you enjoy them because sometimes I sit there and I post stuff, and I'm like, I enjoy it, but do other people enjoy it? Like, I don't know. We'll see. But looks like people are around here. And they're messing with the vision. I don't like smart bricks, but looking Pokemon sets don't look abysmal. That's the one good thing about the Pokemon sets. The Pokemon sets managed to figure out, hey, smart brick sets don't have to be the ugliest looking thing to ever exist. It was easy. Like it should have been known that they didn't have to just completely suck. These smart brick sets need to be burned in fire. I don't think they're no. That's just an overreaction. Like they're cute. I like the boxy look of them. I think that's a good way to do it. They just yeah, I'm glad that they're supposed. Did you hear the leak about like one of the Pokemon sets is gonna have figures? It's like the first one ever, and it's like one of the random trainers with a Rayquaza. Like, if that's true, and we're finally getting minifigures, and thank God. But it's a little late. Like it should have happened long ago. Really like the way this is looking. This is very pretty. Just insanely overpriced. I guess they're a little overpriced, but I compared to most Lego nowadays, I think the newer Pokemon stuff, like even the what's it called, the one with the two smart bricks, is such a better value than the Star Wars one with 2 smart bricks. Interesting use of a black flower piece. Oh, and I missed. Where the heck does this go? This is a big piece to be missing. The rest of it's studs. That's fine. Roll back. What do you think about the Republic Customs' new posable battle droids? I haven't seen their battle droids, but I've seen their super battle droids, and those are really pretty. I like those. Um. Oh, does it go across the top? No, it does not. Good. One's there. One's there. Okay, really gotta roll back. So one goes at the bottom of that, which is correct. One goes at the bottom of that, which is correct. One goes at the bottom of. Did I mess that up? Hold on. Lift this up real quick and let's see if there's one on the bottom of that. There is a bottom of that. Did I just get an extra long brick piece? Because this entire bag 15, I have everything built correctly, and there's just an extra long rod. I might be getting Sauron's Eye. Sauron's the Eye of Sauron. Barter is a pretty freaking good set. Hmm. It's interesting. That's like a piece. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Gotta take that off the top. It goes underneath. Yes, which makes a little more sense. Put that back. Click, click. Love. That was a very satisfying snap right there. Lego make Force Ghost. Would you want pre-special edition or special editions? I want special editions. Like getting the Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost, like in the new version of him, where it's a Hayden Christensen one. Not only just I think it's the better option for the Force Ghost, but I also think it's the better idea for the pure fact that hey, um what was I gonna say? I think it's better for the pure fact that the Complete Saga had that version of him on it. That was good. Are Smart Bricks working with the Lego Pokemon sets? Yeah, Smart Bricks work on anything. So you can take that Smart Brick and use it on the other thing. So yes, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So big thing. This sits in right like this. I think. Wow, this thing is immaculate. Whoa, spin it around for you. So you still came undone. So this thing is gonna be this thing's gonna be huge, man. I'm so excited. But I'm just realizing I'm like, okay, so it goes out this far from the back. It's not yeah, this is great. Cause it's gonna be you see a sentinel? Not really. I kind of like how the sentinel looked in the X Mansion set. So I'm not really itching for a big version. With buildable figures like that and the big mechs are just kind of lame in my opinion for the most part. Where did I put the instruction manual? Up on the box. We are going on to bag 16, and we're building the section that goes in here. But you go for it? That's cool. I'm glad that excites you. What set is this? The Minas Tirtih from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, this bag looks a little smaller than the last. The amount of bags I'm gonna have to clean up in a couple is astounding. So many bags. So many bags. Okay, I'm building something new, so this can go to the side. Crazy. Yes. Oh, that's big fig. You were someone was talking about making that big figs, dude. Juggernaut needs a big fig ASAP for sure. Yeah. Hype for the new AT-AT from Alien and Grogu. And I'm picking it up because I don't have a Lego AT-AT yet. Yes. If for a good first one, that's pretty good. It's gonna be my first one since 2010. Because like while the 2021 was pretty good, I did think it was a bit overpriced. Plus, I had one I enjoyed, the 2010 one, so I kind of passed on it. I would have gotten it now looking back because I do think it's a little bit of a better build than this new one. But this new one has the INT4, the Remnant Snowtroopers. It's just a more interesting build to get and own. Plus, that other AT-AT was on shelves while there was a UCS one that just looked better and was cooler. Right now, for like the only AT-AT there is, for sure. It's like I think it's top three play scale AT-ATs for sure. Right up, jump before watching it and seeing it in hand. So I think it's gonna be pretty dang cool to finally get in person. Very much gonna be a good one. What's up? How you doing, Brick? Built tank enthusiast. That's one heck of a name. Nice. We're doing good. Doing good today. Let me see. Did I miss a piece? I did miss a piece. I don't know why I went for that with my fingers. I have a brick separator right here. But yeah, we're doing good, man. Very excited for we have an interesting couple of weeks coming up here because I'm wondering if I'm gonna be able to finish building this before Brick World Chicago. I'm having a busy summer. Busy summer. Yeah, I took a huge Lego break. One of my biggest regrets. Yeah, everyone does. I was at least able to pick up the Tiberian first order transport shuttle. Still missed out on the primary though. I don't know. There's some great sets in recent years between then, but I think the better era is like 2012 to 2014, 2015. Even like the like right when you got back, 2016. That's a Rogue One. You caught in or no? Oh, you just missed on the Rogue One, which I think is part of that. But that was my dark age, 2012 to 2017, and I missed out on a lot of bangers. My biggest W though from that era is I didn't really pay much attention to Lego. I watched some Lego videos and stuff, but I never collected really. I convinced my mom when I found out that Darth Revan got the May the 4th poly bag. I convinced my mom to go to the Lego store with me and my brother that like one random Thursday night. Hey, can we go to the Lego store so I can get this thing before it's gone? And we did. And I got not only did I get a Darth Revens, but so did my brother. And we spent 30, 40 bucks a Lego set. And I got the Imperial tank from Rogue One. So that was a great set. Came with Shiru Inway, which is a freaking fantastic figure. Shiru Inway is so good. I'm with the Force and the Force is with me. One with the Force and the Force is with me. So good. This is interesting. Just waiting on UPS so I can work on my hobby. It's good. It's facts. I love the new AT-AT, but the head doesn't look right to me. It is. That's like the biggest thing. I'm like, the head's a little funny. That's why I think the other one might be better. The 2021. That's my only complaint. Yes, the fact the inside opens up and you can actually fit the INT4, the escape pod. I'm like, that is like what no in any other year, Lego would have still charged 160 for that and then sold the INT4 as a separate set for like 20, 30 bucks that you then had to put inside your AT-AT. Like it would have still had the room, but it would have been empty. Your set would have been incomplete. But they actually added that and that's what really brought me into like being a huge fan of this. But like, yeah, it's I think it's easily the best Star Wars set of the year, and the Sandcrawler is shortly behind that. The Sandcrawler is nothing to gawk at. It is a great set. I will be getting, but I'll be waiting for a little bit of a sale on that one because 200's a bit much, but it could. We'll see. We'll see. If I find it early at some store or whatever, I'll definitely buy it and build it on stream. That'll be very fun. And then this sits like that. Boom. So this goes up on the inside somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, it looks like that's where that goes, connecting up into this like that. Yeah, $200 isn't my price. Not interested in the Sandcrawler, but it's a great set. Followed you from Italy. Love your content. Ooh, nice. Italy, rise up. What is the? I'm always so surprised seeing how much of my fan base is from outside the United States. It's very fun. I remember I mentioned Poland one time in one of my shorts, and I was like, 3% of my fans are Polish, and I was just like, oh, interesting. Like, I wonder how many people are going to mention that. And then all of a sudden, all the comments are like, Poland mentioned, we're from Poland, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, there is a lot of you. I guess 3% is a decent amount. Yeah, I wonder how many people are from Italy. I know Canada's my number two country, which kind of makes sense. Then the UK, then it's Germany or Australia or something. It's one of those. I was born outside the U.S. I'm Swedish, but I live currently in the U.S. Nice. Ooh, from Canada, exactly. From South Africa. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't hear South Africa too often. I do know South Africa has like a little bit more of an English speaking community than some of the other African countries. So that's not the most surprising to me, but that's still a very fun thing to hear. Like, oh, dang, another one. So this clicks in like this. Break pasta, he said. Can you try to pronounce my name? Leonardo Ca- Campanari? Campanari? Because it's like campaign, right? Or yeah, it's like campaign? Campaign? Or is it champagne? Champanari? Is it like champagne? Campanari? Campanari? I think, or there's no yeah, Campanari. That's my guess. Campanari. Leonardo. Leonardo's common though, so I think I got that right. Andrew, you gotta add this. Yeah. God dang it. That's funny. What time is it? 4:30. Not too bad. I messed up today. I'm not gonna lie, because I slept in. I woke up at like 7 o'clock, and but no, I can fall back to sleep a little bit. Woke up 10 a.m. My whole morning was gone. I was like, dang it, man! I planned to do so much today, and then because my mom was home, I had to do some other houseworks and stuff that I normally wouldn't have done. But what pack? What pack is it? What do you mean? What pack is it? Bum, bum, bum. Now we got a bunch of decoration pieces. Okay. Hmm. This one of those goes there, and then this sits down there, sloping upward. One of these. Hmm. Oh, makes more sense. Boom, and then there. Just one little stud. I unfortunately missed out on the UCSATA sheet if I buy a mock or buy a used one. So there's actually, I think You can probably buy like there's probably some mocks out there of like custom UCS ATATs that are like you could probably bricklink for a little bit cheaper than the official one. But also like even though like next year I think there's the big UCS set will be another Falcon since the Falcon retires this year. I do think before you know it you'll have another UCS AT-AT. I don't think Lego will go a long time without that, but that's just my thought. I think if you can hold out a little bit longer, like a couple more years, you might be able to get a new one. But yeah, you could always do a mock. There's some great ones on like Brickvault probably got a great one. Who else probably has a good one? Uh, uh, Need UCS MTT, that would be cool. What do you think about new Sagrada Familia? It's a beautiful set. Sagrada Familia looks fantastic. But like I'm not a religious guy. I didn't really know about Sagrada Familia much like before the Lego set was revealed or before the leak came around, and I just was not too like interested in it. But definitely a great set. I said it on like my video. Like I can admire something that crazy, that cool, but like am I gonna buy it? No. Give us a Jedi Temple. That would be fun. That would be yeah. I don't know if Lego's gonna do like another Master Builder series or like another UCS like building thing. You know what I mean? Because I definitely think they should. I think it's just something we need, man. And then I'm guessing this is extra, unless I'm missing it. Something. Oh, is it supposed to be underneath? Yeah, that makes more sense. Get flat. Oh, appreciate that, Jules DA. In Italy, there are only 3 official LEGO stores, and that doesn't even have the USPS Dust Star. Wow, that's a little surprising. GG. Heck yeah. Do you know the game Team Fortress 2? Yes. Never really played it much. Wasn't really my kind of game, but I had a little bit of fun with it back in the day. I know the community's still strong. The game's still cooking on what's it called? On councils. Boom. Dum dum dum. We need Lego sets of it. Team Fortress 2, I think it's a little too far in the past for it to be one of the ones they do. Because I know PlayStation and Nintendo are doing video game stuff. I think if you were to get a Team Fortress 2 one, it would have been around the time the Portal one came out in the past. You remember that from Dimensions? If they didn't do it then, you probably didn't do it. Yeah, they did Overwatch, but Overwatch is done. Um, but Overwatch was also in its prime when they released the Lego sets. You know what I mean? Team Fortress 2 is not in its prime right now. So I'm curious what game franchises are going to be getting Lego things soon. Like, has anything been leaked for like Lego game stuff? I know we're getting minifigure Mario for the first time. Cool, but I'm wondering if there's anything else. Like, are we getting like a? Trying to think. Which franchise has like Metal Gear? No, that's rated M for mature. Which video game franchises have not been made into Lego yet? That would be very good franchises. It would mostly be the Nintendo stuff, right? Ratchet and Clank, I guess, would be a good one. Oh, I know they're doing a new. I think they're doing a new. Oh, where did that piece go? Oh, it's connected to this. Pick the freaking thing. I can't afford Minas Tirith besides I have a phobia of mostly white scents. Interesting. It's fun. Minecraft story mode gets some cool Lego 2 sets of it. They probably would. They're doing like the Dungeons 2 sets. You see they announced the Dungeons 2 set. It was a strange one. Not a fan of the set, but it's like a fat warden from the game. So they probably would. Because Minecraft just does well when it comes to Lego. I might get that new Enderman set. What do you think of the Star? Oh, what's my favorite Star Wars set? Hmm. So I got a couple, like two answers I'll give you. One of them is the cheatsy answer because technically it's two sets, but Rancor's Pit and Java's Palace is legitimate peak, like best thing Lego's ever done. So good, so phenomenal. Oh, I missed two pieces. Okay, so wait, hold on. One stud goes on white corner. One plate goes on there. But yeah, Raincore Pit Jabba's Palace is my favorite set. If not, we're going with like the UCS Django Slave 1. That set's phenomenal. But I could also say one of my favorites is like the '08 Gunship. Very much enjoyed. Love that and still love it today. But I bet you if I had the 2013 one, I'd probably be like, "Yep, that's the best set." Da-da-da-da. Get a Witherstorm minifigures. Isn't the Witherstorm like a mod though? I don't think that's a real thing in Minecraft. But I bet you that kind of makes sense for a Minecraft Lego set, to be fair. Would you rather have Lego make a pod racer set with Ben Quadneros or updated Chancellor's Arrest? The Chancellor's Arrest for sure. Love Jabba's Castle, dude. So good. Jabba's yeah, Jabba's Palace needs like a that's like my dream set, like a full Jabba's Palace. Give me the goofy band and stuff on the inside. Han Solo, Carbonite, Rancor Pit. It would be legendary, and everyone agrees. We get a lot of AT-AT's hot take, but the motorized one isn't as good. Yeah, yeah. Visually, that's kind of rough. I'm actually a super big fan of the Love Minas Tirith, but also Sagrada Familia. Stunning, by the way. Here from Europe. Yep. I think everyone knows Sagrada Familia. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know it was in Spain until recently. I've seen pictures of it, but I didn't know it was from Spain. I should have guessed by the name Sagrada Familia. Um, and Venetian. Okay. Lombardy. What region are you from? Okay. Shoot, I was trying to say, but autocorrect. I wanted to thank you. You showed me the MTT. Good MTT alt builds, so thanks. Yeah, dude, I love showing alt builds. But like the alt builders have been like the kindest to me when it comes to like sharing stuff because they really like because well to be fair if I show some alt builds there's a chance people go to their page and then buy their instructions and people just love getting people like sharing their stuff. That's the one thing I really realized. So many people are like, "Oh, you're just stealing people's designs and things." I'm like, "No, I give credit. I talk about it. I send people their right way." And at the end of the day, I have so many people that have like not even gotten like close to like a bunch of followers or whatever from coming from my video, but there's been people who are like, I'm just so happy to see that like 100,000 people have seen my ship and my build, and I'm like, I'm glad that I'm glad you're happy. Like so many people just want their builds to be seen at the end of the day, and if I post it and everybody sees it, that's one way to do it. Are you building that new Sagrada Familia? No, I'm building Minas Tirith, Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, that goes that way. Also, would you recommend any person 2020 Lego AT-AT, which is missing a pilot of the head? Missing a pilot? $100 is probably worth it, yeah. I've seen that set go for a bit more than that. It's not a bad price. There's Brickable and Art and Building the AT-AT or the MTT. You can turn it in detail. TAT and Trade Carrier. Okay. That's cool. Looks like it's really good. Yeah, there's some crazy ones out there, man. I think they should make a better version of Revan minifigure for sure. Revan's one of those figures that like definitely deserves a remake. Like he's so popular. Like I think what was it? Shea Frillis did like a fans vote for the most their favorite Star Wars character. And like everyone voted for Revan. Like Revan was like top 30 or whatever, and he's uncanon right now or not canon. I was gonna ask what building. I saw the stream title. Yeah, that helps putting in the title. But some people don't see the title; they're just scrolling, and then they're just like, "Oh, what is this crazy build he's doing?" That's a valid question. It's because this thing is insane, indeed insane. But it's the hot talk of the Lego community. I don't want to spend 300 euros in revenue, even if he's the coolest character. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't have to spend a penny. I got mine as the GWP back in the day. May the fourth, man. I'm just surprised how many people like didn't know about May the Fourth or anything. That's why it's like people were like, "That's insane that you actually got the Shadow Earth Trooper," and I'm like, "Yeah," because I was a Lego fan paying attention, and then when they said you get a free figure with purchase of stuff, of course I took advantage of it at 10. Like I was always keeping up with the Lego stuff. Anytime I had a computer, I was looking at Lego.com, looking at other Lego YouTubers like Solid Brick Studios or Lego Boy 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. UCS ATT would be pretty cool. I don't know if that'd be my go-to. Maybe kind of would prefer a turbo tank. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd get either. Um, but I think I'd maybe prefer a turbo tank over a ATTE. But ATTE would be really cool. They just need more Clone Wars stuff in general. What next? Groot in an AT-AT or AT-AT? What do you mean by that? Groot AT-AT? What do you think about Jurassic Park sets? Most of them are cool. I like them. It's just some are just super overpriced. Like the last Jurassic Park set I got was like clearance. It was like a one with a T Rex, and I got it for like $40, and I'm just like, that's like the only way I'd buy it. I do really want to get the new one that's with the boat and the Mosasaurus. That will, I don't know if that's out already. I think it is. Might have been a June 1st set or a little bit later, but whenever I find that one on sale, I'll get it. But I also prefer when the sets are based more off of the what's it called? The original Jurassic Park than the Jurassic World movies. Mainly just because I prefer Jurassic Park as a movie. How expensive would it be to build a droid army? Not expensive at all. Battle droids are very cheap. I think what was it? Something said that if you bought every Lego Star Wars set before, like in the first 20 years of Lego Star Wars, you'd have like 200 battle droids, and it'd definitely be much more than that today. And it's like, yeah, a lot of sets come with battle droids just on top of everything else. Like they are not that interesting. I am missing one gray piece that I can't not find. Oh, I already put it on. I'm stupid. Anyways, Geonosis droids are expensive. I want to get one of those sand red ones. That's one I do need to get. Just one of the sand reds for the culture because I have the blue Geonosis Super Battle droid from the old gunship. keep that one very safe because I know they fall apart. I spent a little too much money on that, but now I look back and I'm just like, you know what? For that quality, yeah, that's fair. I want a sand trooper and a dewback so bad. Sand, yeah, dewbacks might not be the most expensive thing right now because they came into Cantina, and the Cantina only retired relatively recently, right? Shouldn't be the craziest, hardest thing to find. But yeah, dewback. I have three molded dewbacks. $30 with the saddle. It's not bad. That's that. In my opinion, that's not bad for a molded Star Wars creature. Yeah, think about it. It was $30, but it came in a $300 set. How long have you been in the background? What do you mean in the background? Oh, the back rooms. Uh, Currently we're about 2.5 hours. Yeah, and plus, you got to look because there is two versions of the dewback. Actually, I'll go grab them. I'm gonna show you the difference because the one that came in the new cantina and the old cantina are different, so it might cost different depending on which one you're looking at. So Lego has made three dewbacks. Of course, you have the classic. This will be the most expensive just because it's from like 2002 or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you're not looking for this one in particular. Then the dewbacks look very similar, but look at the eyes. The newer one has this bright orange eye, while the older one has this kind of sloped, darker eye. So look at what dewbacks are out there. They're basically the same mold, but the difference is not that major. So I'm curious on if one is cheaper than the other and if you're looking at the right dewback. I'm just gonna leave the dewbacks out. The dewbacks are gonna be roaming Minas Tirith for the rest of the stream. So yeah, yeah, dewbacks are great. That's why I'm happy I own three. I have all well, so this one of my plans is in the next couple weeks because of the way that this has that and that has that. I'm just going to use the pieces that are on the table. You can take the base of the dewback and build something pretty stable using the back of it. So my plan for Brickworld Chicago is: have you ever seen the elephants in India where it's like the there's like a tower on the back of it for like a throne. I want to do something Star Wars style. Yes, Howl's Moving Castle on a dewback. I want to build a whole thing based around the back of the dewback. That would be cool, but it won't be the most extravagant thing. But that's my plan, and I'm just hoping that whatever it is, it can just balance. But the fact that you have a sturdy base that will not move around too much is a very good start. So that's why I thought about it. And then plus I could always have like the ropes hanging off the side and chains or whatever. Very excited to do that. That's one of my builds. It's gonna just be like the walk-in tower of Dewback or something. But yeah, please upload a video on that. I would love to see. Yeah, I'll post it short or something. Especially like when I have it displayed in Chicago, I'll show it off. Like, here's what I displayed at Brickworld Chicago. We need a remake of the Arc Trooper Commando Droid Battle. Yeah, the that battle pack was crazy. That was another set that like I don't even remember getting, but I had, and I was just like, thank God. One thing that's very sad though, I lost the waist cape on the what's it called from that the Arc Trooper. I have the shoulder pauldrons, which I think are the more important part. But yeah, need some waist capes. I was curious to see if there's anybody who has like numerous waist capes on Bricklink and how expensive they are, just the regular black ones. Because the regular black ones came in a couple sets. We need a UCS Invisible Hand or Malevolence. Yeah, that's a valid take. That's a very valid one. I could probably agree with you on that front. Use Whatnot for that? Trust? Really? People on Whatnot sell a bunch of waist capes and stuff? Are they like custom or official? What set we're building? Minas Tirith. Didn't come with the dewback though. I'll show the box. It's been a minute since I showed the box. Ooh, why are you live? When on YouTube are you live? Oh, when am I live? It just depends when I feel like building. It's normally around this time, like the 2 p.m., 3 p.m. EST, my time zone, because I like streaming now because when then people around the world, because I know over in Italy, you're looking at about 11 o'clock right now or so. So it's like, oh, I'm streaming and you guys are still awake. When if I started a little bit later, everyone's asleep. Um, but yeah, it really depends. It's more of like on the whim, just like turn notifications on for the channel, I guess is all I can say. Um, because of Minas Tirith, I might stream a little bit tomorrow. I won't be streaming Saturday. Ooh, flow state from Amanda. Appreciate that a ton. So, Amanda, for first time donators, I have a donator wall. I put your name on. Anybody who donates over $1, I put your name on a brick. So pick the color, and I will put you on the donator wall. I appreciate that. For those who don't know, 100 joules equals $1. Green, heck yeah. How many? How many more green do I have? A little bit of green. Nice. Amanda Blasmus. Azamus. Blasmus. Yeah, right on the other side. Amanda. My terrible handwriting. Can you write Italy? Why would I just write Italy? Oh, it's 10 p.m. in the UK. Gotcha. Millimeter wall. You go, Amanda. Oh, that crazy how many people have showed up. It's kind of sucks because I sit there and I'm like, Lincoln. Lincoln's been missing in action forever. He was commonly here all the time. But then there's people like I like Screaming Ice Cream was here. Juicy's here. Who else was here earlier? I think Dulce has a purple stud. He's around. Dan, he's around. Some people are still around, but can we see your Lego Star Wars collection? Not right now, but we can go. You can go on my channel and look up my what's it called? I have a full video on the channel of my entire Lego collection. Like it's a 25-minute video where I go through it, and you can watch that and see the extent of the built sets at least. Because right now I'm like completely on the other side of the house than all the Legos. You remember Lincoln? Yeah, Lincoln was fun. He was a cool kid. Him and his brother were big fans of the channel, and he was very young. Like his mom was sending some of the stuff for me, and I'm wondering if his mom was the one that donated for him so he could get his name on the wall. But yeah, he just kind of one day gone, and I'm like, oh, unless he changed his name and he just hasn't said anything yet. But it sucks because it's like, man, he was around forever. And I wonder if that happens all the time. You're just like, oh, you just don't watch the same YouTubers anymore. It's fine. Just it's your memory is here forever. You know what I mean? Like that's why I like the thing. It's like it's so easy when you like to try to. You can just sorry I forgot. But it's like putting the name on the wall is a very kind way to at least memorialize anybody who's donated and cared enough to give me anything. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people that come through these comment sections. At the very least, if you're going to donate, I'm going to put your name on the wall. Oh, I love the franchise owner my local Blix minifigures. Other workers 10 out of 10. What do I do in light of the recent controversy? You can still go. I won't make fun of you for it, but it's just like, yeah, at the end of the day, if you do support a bricks and minifigures, there will be a percentage of that does end up going to the top brass that did cause all this mess. So you will be still supporting them in a small way, not the biggest way, but yeah. As long as you weren't from what was it, the folk county or something like that's not. And what version of the Stormtrooper figure is your favorite? It's the classic one from the Imperial like inspection one or whatever, where with Palpatine in it, because that version of that figure that comes with what's it called, the the printed legs on a classic Stormtrooper. That's my favorite. I love those. Lego should make a 21st Nova Corp Galactic Marine Battle Pack with Chaotic Motif. That would be funny. How would the Death Star if you designed it? Hmm. That's an interesting question because I like the way the new Death Star is designed. I own the new Death Star and it's very cool. But I don't know how I'd design it differently. That's an interesting question. Maybe I'd do that. Maybe that'd be a video. Like I actually think about it, plan it, draw some stuff out. Like that could be a good video. Never even really thought of that. What bag are you on? We're on the end of 17, about to start 18. Oh, Kronos. Another 200 jewel donation. Heck yeah, man. Well, like I said to Amanda, pick the color you want on a brick. Appreciate that. I'm gonna go now. Peace. By the way, your video is cool. Appreciate that, Grievous. Another one of the Star Wars characters to enter my chats. What was it? The other day we had Ben Kenobi and Mace Windu arguing in the chat. That was fun. Green, please. Yep. Continuing the green streak. 501st Chronos. Five looks a little bit like an S, but I know that's the one. Oh, okay, next to Amanda. Two new bricks today. Heck yeah. Got a couple new bricks since Minas started. It's nice. Lovely. Ah, drop stuff. Oh my gosh. Everybody's showing up. Oh my gosh. Risby? Risby bricks? Heck yeah, man, dude. That's crazy. That's actually super cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. As you heard it, Risby. What color you picking? How many Star Wars sets do you have? Hundreds. I think I'm probably pushing like 300 Star Wars sets, especially if you count duplicates of battle packs I own. Yeah. Unique ones probably 250. Everybody wants green today. Risby bricks. Heck yeah. I didn't know it was so easy to be part of the team. Hey man. It's big, man. You guys donate and you guys being help is what makes it so I can do this as my job. So I will always give an appreciation. Risby bricks. 3 green bricks in a row. Wow. Yeah. It's just crazy because it's like I remember when I first started this wall and it was only 4 bricks. And it was just like, oh man, how far are we gonna go? Because I keep this normally. There's a minifigure display with a glass thing that you can just slide in. It fits right in. I just started a new D&D build and I'm putting fairy lights in the candles. Ooh, dude, I did a D&D build. I made a little tavern. I lost it, or well, it broke apart. I brought it to Brickell, Chicago. Had some pictures. I think I'll post them on Instagram soon, just to kind of have it somewhere that's not just my phone. Um, but yeah, I built a whole little tavern that fits people, or fits what's it called? All the D&D minifigures, because I'm just like, I love this minifigure series and I want to display them somehow. So I put them all in there. Yes, and then this goes. Man, this thing is getting tall. Click, click, click. What was the other things? Like it was a trend in the Minecraft thing to bring out big mom sets. Imagine a filigree large emerald. Ooh, dude, I like the big sets. Those are my favorite Minecraft sets. The Fox and the Creeper are 1 and 2 for me on Minecraft sets. I love those. I'm the people that you might hate for participating in that trend. I love those sets. And the Enderman one, that's not exactly like in the scale exactly. I think I'm getting the Enderman set. That thing is really like that. Thing I missed like a full 2 steps somewhere. So this goes there. Question: when you show off all builds, do you ever end up buying the sets and doing them? Some of them. I did the Mecha Godzilla. What's it called? The Mecha Godzilla from the MIDI scale Falcon. I did the UTAT from the clone Tiny Tank, and I made, what was the other one that I did? Hold on, did I mess up and there's a piece missing? Okay, that's built correctly. I just had to make sure I didn't miss a piece. Um, but yes, and then the other one is I did the Master Chief from the Green Goblin, and soon I'm debating. I think when I get back from Brickworld Chicago, I'm gonna buy 2 of the V19 torrents to make the shuttle, because I think that the Republic shuttle, I really want that, and I think it looks almost better than the old set. So that's my, like, what I'm gonna mess around with. There should totally be a piece here, right? Is it gonna be a white piece? Does one white piece go on the bottom of this? Let me see if it flips around and I see the other side of it somewhere. Nope. No. There should totally be a white, like a 1 by 1 piece on top of that. And there, for some reason, there is not. There's no way there's just a gap in that set. Um, but yeah, I don't make nearly all the alt builds I talk about, but there's a handful that I do. And there's some that I'm definitely like down the line. I'm like, yeah, probably gonna make that. So this just sits there. It's a 1 by 3. That has that. One brick up. Oh, no. Good thing I checked. I was missing a piece. These sit there properly. The black 1 by 4 goes down to make it flat, and then the brick sits smooth. Stupid. Dude, I keep doing this. Would you rather have a 10 out of 10 build with bad minifigures or a bad build with 10 out of 10 minifigures? Dude, there's so many bad builds with 10 out of 10 minifigures. It's so rough. I'm a minifig guy, so it depends on what the build is. Because at the end of the day, I can still take apart the build and use those pieces for cooler things. If you get a bad minifigure and it's a figure, a character you love with all your heart, and it's the only one you ever get, like Star Killer is bad, I kind of just prefer the minifigure side of things. Because you always see what they do with all builds, and they just look. You can do some cool stuff with the pieces if the build is actually bad. Like, I feel it's more recoverable if a set has a bad build than a bad figure. You know what I mean? It's a weird I think it's a little bit of an odd take, but I'm just such a figure guy that I love figures. Like I love the figures in this. Like even the knights, like the regular knights having the print on the chest of like the tree, beautiful helmet design, beautiful shield. Like these are great. Gandalf and his horse, it's phenomenal in this set. But like if the King Aragorn was a garbage figure and we've been waiting for King Aragorn for how many decades? Man, that would suck. That would drain the set's popularity a little bit. I'm curious how much the figures of Rivendell are selling for, or Minas Tirith. Are people buying them online? I gotta check that out. Are people scamming this set online? Is it being like super overpriced? I don't know. Now, what sir made you my day all day? Okay, hold on a sec. Let me screen this. I think some years of Lego is going to bring out bread set for $150. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Da, da, da. Know what, sir? You made my day. I spent all day scrolling and I found you. I was finally someone good instead of making AI slop and rage baiters. I'm subbing. Appreciate it. No, the thing is, dude, it's so easy to rage bait. Like people could just make so many people say I just make outrageous takes, and I'm just like, dude, I just tell my own opinion. Like when I'm like, so many people must think I'm terrible because I'm like, I like the new Pokemon sets. Like I'm getting Umbreon, dude. I like what that looks like, but it's definitely like not popular opinion. Overdone printing or a small amount of printing? Overdone, dude. I'm not gonna lie. When you look at like the Marvel CMF and you see how beautiful like the printing, side leg printing, everything, give me side leg printing on every figure. Gorgeous stuff. Like that. That is yeah. Did you get the Mystery GWP? You mean Grand? I love this thing. So much stuff on the table. It's like a little hidden. But alrighty. Also, how you doing, Libby? Notice you in the chat. Uh, we're at the bag 18, which is the end of box one. This is insane. This whole build is wild. So just a reminder, I'm gonna pull the whole thing over, drop the instruction manual down. Oh, that's a lot of small pieces that I'm dropping on the floor. Grab that. So this sits in the back. And let's move the backs out the way a little bit. So the whole thing comes forward. And this connects in like this. Boom. Slid into place. Wow. So like not only do you have like the big castle in the back, but you have an area around it that's like the little foyer with like a wheelbarrow, night stuff. I almost missed your live. Yeah, I've been going for a little while. We're gonna at least do the last bag, and depending if there's a cool figure in bag 19, I might crack that open. But what's Dulax doing there? And someone was talking about Dulax earlier, and I showed them the difference between all the two Dubacks from the what's it called? Because they're like, I really want a Duback, and I'm like, they were complaining that it was $30 for the Duback, and I'm like, listen, the cheapest way to get a Duback in the last 12 years has been buying a $300 set. $30 for just a Duback is not that bad when you look at it like that. So I brought them out. I brought them up. Just and I said I'm just like, yeah, well, they're here. I'm leaving them here. I'm not gonna walk them back to the table right now in the middle of the stream. In a few years, people will have yellowed man's tirades. You know. Uh, some people probably will, but supposedly before Lego did this, they fixed the how yellow these sets can get. I don't know how true that is, but according to people, yeah, like they fixed they fixed it a little bit. So yellowing should not be nearly as bad as a problem. That was the new AT-AT release. That is August 1st, right? Yeah. Okay. Put this back. Instructions down. Move this up a little bit. I'm building a little statue first. Oh, so there's technically another minifigure in this bag. Ooh, it's the statue. It's got the helmet on it. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Do you like Ben Quaternaros? I don't know anybody who does not like Ben Quaternaros. Goofy little dude. Ben should get a figure next time they do anything pod racer. Yeah, big Quaternaros should get a figure. Where is our boy the Dewback? Is that back in frame? Can everybody see the Dewback now? Yeah, okay. Dewback stays there. There he is. Friend of the channel, Mr. Dewback. 2 days left. 2 days left until what? Oh, you're what's it called? Ah, yes, 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 yes. I will try to. What's his name? What do we name to be back? 2 days left of your what's it called? I will figure out. Maybe that's what I'll work on today. The Clone Wars video, ranking the Clone Wars episodes for season one. Because eventually I do want to. I will have to binge season two of the Clone Wars. Um, you don't need to rush. Still want to give you one more video. I did say I wanted to try to do it. I just kind of forgot. I'm gonna be honest. I got a little busy. Don't worry if you can't do it. We'll try. We'll try. I should be giving the channel members more videos all around anyway, so it's not the craziest thing to be like, I should be doing that. It's like there's not a whole lot of you, but there's a lot of gifted members, and there's like 7 to 8 people who pay monthly. And I'm like, you should at least get a little something for your purchase. Maybe I'll do because I can quickly turn around. Maybe I should do like a ranking every or give grading every Lego minifigure, but from a different series, like not Lego DC, but maybe I could do Marvel. I think that could work. Do back from the 501st Legion. Can you make a video on the chance of the Lego Star CMS? There really is not much of a chance. I don't know really what I'd say on that. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I just don't think it's gonna happen. It's not a really an interesting video. Also, look at this. The fact I love the fact everything is printed on this set. We got the beautiful tree prints on this. A lot of people coming in. Bobo, Mr. M. Very nice. Then this goes out in the front. Oh, lose my green name. Yeah. I think I'm not sure if I chose the green name or if the green name is automatic, but I really like the way that the members get the green name. Very, very nice. And the little logo of myself next to it. Very cool. I'm a new fan. I'm not a fan of the new Razor Crest being yellow. What does everyone feel like? I like it being yellow for the fact that it gives a little bit of a range to Lego Star Wars. So many things are just green vehicles or gray vehicles. Giving something that has a like a very bright color like that. Like the only other thing that is like green in Star Wars or yellow in Star Wars is the N1, and I don't have a yellow N1. Maybe that's something I should look for at Brickworld Chicago this year, a yellow N1 Starfighter. Because I've just never got one of those. But like, yeah, that's like it's nice to have something on the shelf that's a different color than just gray. Personally, and but alrighty, let's build statue. It says the statue has his hands down, but not facing forward, but down by his waist. Santa beard. Let's hope that Juicy does another gift and you gift one. That's facts. That's true. And then you got the cool crown. Very nice little statue. I like the statues in Lord of the Rings sets. I wonder, is it just the one statue you get in this? Yeah, this one sits facing inward. Very nice. Oh my gosh, just look at how pretty that room looks. It's very basic, but it looks really cool. Appreciate the jewels, Thomas. Bro, what do you think of the new body mold for Lego minifigure? I like it. I very much like it. A minifigure of Steve is looking at me. Help? What do you mean by that? It's looking at you. You got me. I love gray sets. My whole shelf is gray. Love the yellow Y wings. Yellow one's cool too. Yeah. See, yeah, it's just for me. It's just a little bit of variety is nice in the shelf. But that's why my shelves are like chaotic. I love it's like an organized chaos, I guess. Like I'm very excited for some of the gray things, like the One Piece Navy ship. So excited for that. But it's at the end of the day just another gray ship. So, oh well. Do you have a favorite Ninjago set or character? You know what? That's another thing. I'm gonna go grab my favorite Ninjago figure because I keep my favorite Ninjago figure sitting to the side right next to it, like on my display. Like my favorite Ninjago figure is one of my favorite figures of all time, period. So they get a little special placement that is not exactly with the rest of my minifigures. Let me go grab them. And when I put this up, I don't mean to flex on everybody. Akita. I love that headdress. The little cape, the tails is so pretty. Plus the wolf that she turns into. Very good. I keep this displayed on the wolf on my display all the time. Akita now sits on top of the dewback for a bit of the stream. Yep. Yes. Tilt a little more so it's in there. But Akita, easily my favorite Ninjago figure. Flex $100+ figure. It's not that. Do you want me to flex $1,000+ figure? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, actually, is that figure $1,000 now? I gotta Google. I gotta Google something. How much does this figure cost if I gotta buy it? Uh, you could debate on it. I'm seeing some for sale up to 1,200, some as low as 800. So you can maybe say it's $1,000 figure. I go. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see how much of this figure goes for on average, because this one might be $1,000 figure. Well, I'm seeing none for sale. Hold on, Bricklink. I got a Bricklink this. I'm not even seeing it on eBay. Bricklink. Everyone thinks that Mr. Gold. No, not Mr. Gold. I'm not that crazy. I'll just grab them and you can debate on it. They're the only characters I have in cases. So the first figure that's a total maybe is the DC fandom Supergirl. She might be $1,000 figure. She was about she's about like 700, 800, but because the movie's coming out, she might really boost, you know what I mean? So she's one of my favorites. Really love that one. But the one that's basically $1,000 for sure is Deadpool Duck. I actually traded for this. I traded a Darth Revan, a Shadow Arc Trooper, and a Silver Stormtrooper, which, yeah, I think was worth it. But that's only because I had another Darth, like I said earlier, I had two Darth Revans, so I traded one. I think that was a valid trade. My favorite figure is Wildfire. Ooh, it's a cool one. Yeah, I gotta go. It's 21 past 11. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you stopping by, though. Getting late. Yeah, I won't be going for too much longer. Once I finish this bag, I think it'll be a good stopping point because we finished box one. I might, but it's dog ate it. Oh no, that's right. Wait, what other Deadpool do you have? The normal Deadpool. I don't have Cowboy Deadpool, but I got Deadpool Duck and normal Deadpool. That normal Deadpool is kid traded for that one recently. Is that my sister? Some base went so hard by the house, I thought my sister pulled into the garage. Can you believe my sister has a garage space? The family has, there's five of us. Not even my dad gets the garage. My sister gets the garage. I don't get the garage. She gets the garage. My mom, yes, fully good. My sister, though, why does she get it? Not me. I won't fight too hard on it. At this point, it's just something I've accepted. What are your thoughts on Sauron minifigure? Really cool. Really like the Sauron minifigure. I'm really want to get the mouth of Sauron soon. You are the only Star Wars YouTube channel I watch. That's something. That's a crazy one. There's some good Star Wars channels out there and some very big ones like Solid Brick Studios. You don't watch Solid Bricks, but you watch me. That's crazy, but I like that. Appreciate that. You have it, yeah. Well, Sauron comes in the what's it called too, so there's ways to get Sauron nowadays. Because of Barad-dûr. Oh yes, I remember you talked about Barad-dûr. Mm. Yeah, I really got a debate on if I want to buy Barad-dûr. I think I'll just buy the Mouth of Sauron separately. It's like a $50 figure right now, and I think it's good. Do you think that Lego should release Lord of the Rings Battlebacks? For sure. Do I think they'll do it? No, sadly not. Even though they totally should. Like they'll release the same slop Harry Potter set every few weeks, but they won't release one good Lord of the Rings set or more than one Lord of the Rings set a year. Crazy, man. Crazy. Lord of the Rings deserves more love. But they will make so much money. Exactly. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's like almost guaranteed to make money. Well, they make a crazy amount of money off these. You know what I mean? They make an insane amount of money off of selling so many Minas Tiriths, you know? Maybe they realized they're like, oh, it made more money when it was these expensive for adult sets than it did when it was just the smaller ones. So maybe that's why they stick to it. But then the question after that is why would they not make more bigger sets? Like in the $100, $200 range. I don't know. Because I think there would be some that would sell very well if there were like I bet you guys the people were like, oh, I can't get $500 for Barter or whatever. I bet you'd put 150 if Lord of the Rings did some of those. You Lord of the Rings besides Star Wars, even play skill sets would be fire. Yeah, so Lego doesn't have a brain sometimes. Yeah, it's facts. It's so funny how like how much Lego like doesn't know. Like it seems like it's pretty obvious what figures and characters and sets the fans want, and then they still go, "We're gonna put all this money into smart bricks." Kidding me? All book nuts. Yeah, book nuts are cool. Not really into collecting them or anything, but they are indeed some cool set ideas. Click, click, and click. Boom. This is insane. This looks so cool. I'm so happy I bought this. There's few times where you blow like 700 bucks and you're just like totally worth it. But right now I'm sitting here like totally worth it. This is so cool. But it was like almost guaranteed I was gonna get this from the first look. I was like, that's insane. It's so beautiful. And there's there. It lets me have big sets like the YouTubers have. Yeah. Some Pokemon Smart Bricks. I like the way they look. It's just, yeah, I everyone wants minifigures. Thank God they're coming out. But like, we shouldn't have gone like 15 Pokemon sets before the first minifigure one. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I haven't seen a single Smart Brick set in my town or nearby cities. Yeah, my local stores do not sell Smart Brick sets. My Walmart just avoided it like the plague. Yeah. My country does not sell Smart Bricks. Yeah, I'll never understand that whole thing. How a lot of countries don't even have them. Like Canada doesn't even have them. Like, oh well, but it's just so strange that it's limited to like what 6 countries. But that kind of also sucks because imagine somebody likes the smart bricks and then they can't even get them in their country. Like what? God, I don't get it. I don't get it. But oh well, Lego. Oh well. Yeah, the Denmark is the craziest one too. Lego came out in Denmark and is from Denmark, and yet you don't have smart bricks in your own country. Okay, strange. What do you think of the new Grogu minifigure that they use in new sets? Yeah, they're good. I really like the new mold. Grogu's just good. Excited to finally get one with the sandcrawler. That's the plain body one. You know what I mean? Not the one with the armor, because I kind of just prefer Grogu with the like regular robes and no armor. I get adding a little accessory to make them unique for the movie. Well, starting to Smart Bricks, that's not Smart Bricks. That's the biggest. I get some of them, but for Pokemon in particular, 9 of your 11 sets don't have Smart Bricks. It's like, what are we talking about? Are you freaking serious? What are we doing? Like, it's actually harder to get a Smart Brick than it is to. Because I get some people would complain about having too many Smart Bricks when they don't need them. But now it's like there's at least your bigger sets should have them. You know what I mean? Most of your bigger sets should have a Smart Brick in it. Not most of them don't. At least sell it on its own. That's the big thing. Sell a Smart Brick on its own so people can just buy it separately with the set instead of having to depend on getting certain sets that have them. Like the fact the Falcon didn't have one is the weirdest one to me. Like, it's actually insane. Love your videos. What's your thoughts on the helmets coming back? I like it. It's just, yeah, like you really made me think they were dead, and then you come back. And to be fair, the remnant helmet wouldn't have been my first choice of a return, but I get it. And also, there's a chance that could be like the only helmet set to return. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like no more after that. They just had that one in the pipeline for the movie, and they're just like, oh, yep, smart. They're dead again. I'm like, okay, but I like them. I like helmet sets, man. I have every single Star Wars one there is, so odds are, just for completion's sake, I'll get the Remnant one. But they're not the most exciting sets in the world, even though I think they're fun builds. Is this facing the right way? That is facing the right way. Okay, just had to make sure. Are you getting the new Mando sets? I will be getting the same color in the what's it called? The Imperial Shuttle and the what's the other one? It's the hold on, this is weird. Is it supposed to be like this? Yeah, I guess it is. It's like a cap. But yeah, and the Imperial Shuttle and the AT-AT. I shall definitely be getting them. I don't know which ones I'll be getting day one. That's the question of the day. Oop, and knock down the statue. Cool, that statue's sitting on very lightly. I was underrated. Uh, 30,000 subs. I don't think this is I'm underrated. I think I'm decently rated, personally. I'll pick up the game, get better on my long forms. Still got places to work. But that is the end of this bag. I'm finished up this section up in here. I'm planning on buying in the summer. Nice. Gonna go have a good day. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the dono, man. I got a lot of money for my birthday, and tomorrow I'm gonna go get some Lego for real. That's the way to go about it, man. All right, so let's get this aside. Open up the top of the box. Grab out box number 2. Cut open the seals, and let's give a look at what we got. I think I will end the stream though, but I just want to at least check out what we got because we did from bag 11 to 19 today. So we did a lot. We literally did this whole section, which I think is pretty good progress for today. Shove with the knife. I need to sharpen my knife. It's like struggling cutting through tape a little bit. Not the craziest amount, but just the slightest bit. Enough for me to go, really? Yeah. And have a good night. Yeah. There's our box. Oh yeah. At the very least, let me organize the bags like I always do for when I open up the box. Let's see up to bag 36, 31, 29, 33. So what's the first bag? The first bag is 19. Oh, more instructions. Interesting. 21. I'm causing chaos. 38, 34, 21. So I did not see 18 anywhere in there, but the first one I got to put down is. So what was the highest bag I found? 38. For 38, I'm gonna count backwards. 37 should be next. Listen to all this creeping. Have I left the USA? I went to Canada and some of the islands, but I've never really gone too far out of the 29. 36, I'll hold on for that. I need that in a second. Oh, 39 is the lowest bag. 39, 38, 27, 34. Okay, so I'll start putting the ones in the 30s in this bag down here to organize. 35, 32, 33, 31, 37, 20, 30, 37, okay. 37, 36, I organize the box so it's easy to just grab the one that's on top. So 35 to next, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 8, 27. Interesting how this one has just what's it called? Are going to build the entire set on stream? Mostly. I might do a little bit off stream, but it won't be much. It won't be much. 26, 25. Because I built the whole set on stream so far, and it's been pretty dang fun having everybody here for it. 24. Oh, 19's the first bag. I was tripping. I was like, I was scared I couldn't find 18. 23, 22, and 21, and 20 on the top. Any advice for new UCS collectors? Ooh, back at older sets without breaking the bank. Facebook Marketplace, maybe. I've seen some of the ones like the gunship go for cheaper there from local collectors who just want to sell and get it out of the way. Like for the old ones, I have no idea how to help you, but for those ones, probably. But for like at least the last 10 years of UCS sets, you can probably find some on Facebook Marketplace for cheap. But as of now, let me make sure everything is good in this bag. Get all the cloths and stuff still. And yep, that will be the end of the stream. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. We did a lot of building today, and we will definitely do some more. So I shall see y'all later. Peace. I don't know. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Not a bad stream.